Kyle Richards is really excited about her career in Hollywood. The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills cast member is a mom of 4 daughters, a former child actress, a current working actress, a producer, a series creator, a philanthropist, and a total multi-hyphenate. In a recent interview with B&B, she admitted that she has a few projects in the works. "I'm producing 2 shows right now," she said. "One is in pre-production, and I'm just really excited. It's a 1-hour drama." She continued, noting that she loves producing things, especially since it has been so healing for her. "For me, being able to come up with ideas and stories is very therapeutic for me," she admitted. "My favorite thing I like to do when I'm alone is come up with stories, and that's how this came about." Is Kyle Richards still acting? Yes, she is. Kyle revealed to The Daily Dish that she did a few episodes of Lincoln Lawyer, which is coming out soon. Kyle will appear on Lincoln Lawyer Season 4 as Celeste, a Beverly Hills fabulous client who looks to hire a divorce lawyer after being referred by a previous satisfied client, according to Deadline. But Kyle admitted to B&B that she is not acting as much as she would like to. I just want to be able to continue acting like I do, and I've been able to keep my foot in the door with that, even with my schedule," she said. "I would like to be doing more for acting, but it's hard with my schedule," she added. Kyle Richards had always lived a life that felt larger than the screen she appeared on, bright, demanding, and full of unexpected turns. But lately, there was something different in the air around her. Something energized, something hopeful. Something that felt like a new chapter quietly unfolding right between filming schedules, long nights on set, and early morning coffee runs around Beverly Hills. She could feel it every time she opened her planner and looked at the projects she'd scribbled into the margins: new drama series, pitch meeting, script revisions, production notes. These weren't just tasks. These were pieces of a future she was finally ready to step into with full force. "I'm really excited about where I am right now," Kyle said during a recent interview, and it wasn't just an answer, it was the truth she had been carrying in her chest for months. Her days of being just the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star were long gone. Now she was a mother of 4 daughters balancing a growing Hollywood resume: actress, producer, series creator, philanthropist, storyteller. A multi-hyphenate, yes, but also a woman who had found renewed clarity about what she wanted. And what she wanted was more. The projects that changed everything. Kyle had always loved acting, but producing had unlocked something entirely new in her. Something personal, something healing. "I'm producing 2 shows right now," she explained, her eyes lighting up the way they always did when she talked about storytelling. "One is in pre-production, and it's a 1-hour drama. I'm just really excited about it." Behind that excitement, though, was something deeper, something she didn't always share on camera or in interviews. "For me, being able to come up with ideas and stories is very therapeutic," Kyle admitted. "My favorite thing to do when I'm alone is to come up with stories. That's how this project even happened." There was comfort in creativity, and Kyle had discovered that writing a character's journey often helped her understand her own. Characters made mistakes, rebuilt themselves, found strength in unexpected places, just like she was doing. A return to the screen. Despite the long hours that producing demanded, acting still tugged at her heart. It always had. So when the opportunity came for her to appear in the new season of The Lincoln Lawyer, she didn't hesitate. She stepped onto the set like it was a familiar home. She would be playing Celeste, a glamorous Beverly Hills client seeking a divorce lawyer after being referred by a previous client. It was a role she slipped into effortlessly. Kyle knew the world of polished exteriors and complicated emotions all too well. Celeste wasn't just a character. She was a chance for Kyle to flex a part of herself she missed. But even with her excitement, she acknowledged the reality. "I would like to be doing more acting," she said, "but it's hard with my schedule." Her schedule, packed with filming, producing, public appearances, charity work, and motherhood, was a puzzle she constantly rearranged. Still, she kept pushing herself to find balance. She knew that if she didn't keep one foot in the acting world, opportunities could quietly slip away. So she held on. A creative journey that began in childhood. Many people forget that Kyle first stepped into the entertainment world when she was just a child. She worked in classic films and television long before RHOB existed. She grew up surrounded by scripts, casting calls, directors, and the unpredictable rhythm of Hollywood. Even now, decades later, she still kept pieces of those early memories tucked in her mind. The excitement, the nerves, the spark. Maybe that's why producing felt so natural. It allowed her to pull from her past while building something brand new, something she could shape from beginning to end. Finding strength in storytelling. The last few years of Kyle's life had been full of change, big change. Public eyes were on her constantly, analyzing her choices, her friendships, her emotions, her future. But through all of that, she found a sense of grounding in storytelling. Every script she read, every idea she developed, every character she crafted allowed her a safe place to reflect, learn, and create. Producing wasn't just a job. It was a space where she could heal without having to perform for anyone else. Creating stories meant writing her voice into something that wouldn't disappear with the next headline. Something lasting, something she could be proud of. Stepping into the future. A new era was unfolding, one where Kyle wasn't just the face in front of the camera, but the mind behind the scenes. Her daughters noticed the change first. They saw the sketches taped to her office wall, the notebooks filled with ideas, the way she came home from meetings with a spark in her eyes. "You seem really happy," one of them said recently. And Kyle was. She loved the creative freedom, the leadership, the chance to bring new stories into the world. She loved showing her daughters what it looked like to grow, evolve, and take risks even when you're already established. She loved knowing she wasn't done yet, far from it. Hollywood her way. Hollywood had always been unpredictable, but Kyle felt steadier than ever. She had survived the ups and downs of fame, success, scrutiny, and personal transformations. Now she was ready to reshape her future on her own terms. Acting would always be home. Producing was becoming her new heartbeat. And storytelling was the bridge between who she had been and who she was becoming. She wasn't just building a career. She was building a legacy. A legacy of creativity, resilience, and reinvention. A legacy she hoped would inspire others, especially young people, to believe in their ability to tell powerful stories, no matter where they begin. And as Kyle Richards stepped into the next phase of her Hollywood journey, she carried one message with her. It's never too late to create something beautiful from the chapters life hands you. As winter lights began sparkling across Beverly Hills, Kyle felt the same glow inside herself. Every morning she woke up eager, sometimes before her alarm, sometimes after a late night of brainstorming scenes for her new drama series. Her notebooks were scattered across the kitchen counter, her office, even her bedroom. Ideas never waited for convenience. They arrived like flashes of lightning, and she chased each one before it disappeared. Her producing partners often laughed kindly about it. "You're a machine, Kyle," one joked during a late-night script meeting. She smiled. "I'm just inspired." And she truly was. Friends who noticed the shift. Her closest friends, people who had seen her through reality TV chaos, family milestones, and personal transitions, noticed something different about her lately. She seemed lighter, more grounded, more Kyle. "You're glowing," one friend said at a small dinner gathering. Kyle shrugged with a soft smile. "I think I'm finally doing what I'm meant to be doing." There was no dramatic moment that sparked this new energy. Instead, it had been a slow build, one idea turning into a script, one script turning into a meeting, one meeting turning into a project she could see taking shape. It was momentum, steady, warm, unstoppable. What's next? As she drove home one evening, LED lights flickering across her windshield, Kyle thought about the future. She still wanted to act more. She wanted to release her series. She wanted to explore new creative lanes she hadn't even considered yet. But for the first time, she didn't feel rushed. She didn't feel pressure to have every answer. She simply felt ready.